Hello!
Hi!
Thanks for watching our first video. For those who commented it or liked it on Facebook. First, I'd like to thank Kitty for the feedback. We will try to watch the camera, but sometimes we just gotta peek. You're funny. And we shall definitely work on it, trying to look at the camera, so we will give you a more feeling of like connecting with us. So.
Well, I am going to try, but I cannot promise that I'll always be able to do that. Well, it has a reason, and I will explain that in a different vlog, but it has to do with autism. But again, we will try and take this advice at heart. So, looking at you.
And Sophie, thank you for your question. We found it very interesting. And our vlog response today is about your question. And
the question was, and I'm going to read this one. What's the best way for an introvert and an extrovert to get on? Do you find you complement each other or disagree?
I personally think respect each other's boundaries. Always important. For everyone, by the way. For an extrovert, very, very important. Ask if it's private. With sometimes strangest things we will talk about later. And other one, let's agree to disagree, because I'm like a spiritual person and she's not, but she respects me for that, so I really like it about her.
Thanks. Well, I have to try to set boundaries, so I'm going to try to do that because I think it's my responsibility to, when I am having a conversation or being around someone who is extrovert, because they don't know beforehand that I'm just this clammed up, because I'm such a clam.
I love
sometimes.
that, by the way.
Thanks. So yeah, because what is private to me doesn't mean it's private to another person.
Nope.
And what I find very important, but I think that's no matter what the situation or what differences you have between each other, is accept other people for who they are, because you don't know what happened to them, why they are the way they are. So yeah, I'm very much for accepting.
Me too, so true.
So
what it means for us. So, for me, extroverts are more prone to action and contemplation. I make friends very easy, adjust easily to social situations, and I show warm interest in my surroundings. When you give me a book, I don't care. I'm very open. The problem with that is that I sometimes forget, because I'm so open, that some thing can be very private to an introvert or another person. And I am friendly, but also dominant. I will not say, do this, but yes. I will ask, do you want to do this for me? But actually I mean, do this. But okay. And Chi?
Introverts tend to be preoccupied with their own thoughts and feelings and minimize their contact with other people. Well, I have a really great example. My dog, Bailey, got really sick one time, and I was really upset about it, and I told Nico about it, but she was like not allowed to tell other people because I didn't want it to be like a really big thing, and I felt like it's a secret and I had to keep it in because it's my responsibility. And well, anyway, it was just, that's not a good place to be, because it's better to share. I know that now. Well, I am very closed. I don't like to give out information about myself. It tends to be a little bit overboard. Yes, he completely agrees. Well, I have difficulty being at parties. I really try to avoid them at all costs. I don't like big groups. I have trouble setting boundaries, and what I really do is thinking too long before I take action. So yeah, that's what it means for me to be introvert.
And And for me, an extrovert, the misunderstandings are that I always want to be the center of attention, always. Yes, I do like to be the center of attention, but I also need quiet time. And another misunderstanding that I can't shut up. Yeah, when I'm in love, I can't shut up, but I do shut up. Yes, I can be quiet for a long time. I'm not a good listener. I am definitely a good listener.
Yeah, I agree on that. Absolutely.
And sometimes, but everyone does that once in a while that you blab something out, but I'm definitely not a blabbermouth. I'm always thinking in my head, what can I say? Always weighing, deciding. So, what can I say? What is hurtful? What is not? Who can have a morbid joke or a hard joke or not? Yeah, we too can. So,
Well, the misunderstandings for me or for introverted people like me, um, well, simple is they tell me like, oh yeah, well, but she doesn't like to talk.
oh, she can talk. Hell, she can. Really.
So it's not that I don't like to talk, but I'd like to talk about things that matter to me. And, talking about the weather, I don't
She hates
understand
it.
that.
She hates it.
Yeah, I don't really hate it, but I don't get that. I mean, it's just not important. I am more like, I do like to talk, but it has to have meaning or something. So that's, um, well, another one is that that they tell me or think that I'm really boring. Well, my friends know that I can be quite the opposite and I can be really, well,
Funny, hilarious.
see? Um, one I really, well, I was kind of offended and a bit sad about was the one that one day someone came up to me and asked if I had ever hurt a person because I was quiet. So they think that I was dangerous. So yeah, that's like the worst misunderstanding for me.
You're so not dangerous. You're so soft.
Yeah, soft.
Okay, my qualities.
Because there are qualities in this too.
In both. There are both qualities. Nothing is wrong. Every person is how he is, and you're okay like how you are. And my qualities is a bit Dutch, I think.
It happens.
I do connect easy with people. In crowds also. I do like attention, and I'm good at reading body language.
Very good. Okay, my qualities. I am a good listener. Um, I do have to say that when it's like about the weather, talk like that, or about really trivial things, what are trivial to me, not to you maybe, then I have a little bit of a problem. But other than that, I am like there, focused. I want to try and understand where you are, what you're feeling at that moment. What I find very great about being introvert is that I'm not impulsive. So I will never come home with things that I just bought because it seemed fun or whatever. I don't understand being impulsive, but I'm happy I'm not. Well, I've heard from Nico and from other people is that I do reflect on who I am, where I can try to be better, what I can do to change or react better.
Yep.
And a quality is that I plan my situations, and I find that a good quality. Sometimes it's not a good quality, I have to admit, but most
I
parts,
just was thinking that, but
yeah,
you said so yourself.
yeah. But it's true because the good part for me is that I feel like I can enter a situation and I have like a backup plan, and I find that very comforting. But it backfires when a situation happens and then it wasn't in my head. I didn't take that option for consideration. And then it's not good. But otherwise, I'm very happy with it.
And warning. things that are not said in this video, this vlog, we cannot provide with guarantee that it will work or will not work, because we are all unique and different people.
Exactly. So don't come and try to sue us because we didn't say the right things, because we made it clear that this is how we, like an introvert, how I feel about it and what I think is good and bad, and same goes for Nico. So before we go, because we're forgetting something and I did remember, is to really answer the question is how we can, if we disagree or complete each other, is I want to say is that because of Nico and because of people that have that are more outgoing than I am, is they do are able to get me out of my shell. If you just have enough what's the word?
Patience.
Patience, thank you. If you have patience with me, because you need it, then
I have it.
She has it. Then I will come out of my shell and then I'll be crazy because I'm not. Yeah, because I'm not always introverted. Like,
she's not always like this.
No, I can, like now I can express myself and I can make jokes and I can be really crazy with some of my friends. And just like Nico isn't always wanting or seeking attention. I mean,
no.
You like free Saturdays or Sundays and what you like
alone,
to do?
Reading a book, alone, watching TV, alone, taking a walk, alone, and enjoying the quiet time. And I get energy also from being alone, so.
Yeah. So, but I have to admit that there were moments that Nico and I had a little bit of trouble because we didn't understand our boundaries for one another. And I remember clearly that because I'm introverted, I don't speak my mind. And sometimes that's very confusing or very difficult because when I do speak my mind, it can be like I'm like a wildfire just grabbing around me.
Yeah, but I'm like, I understand. I don't like when people are mad at me, but I do understand stuff. So
Sophie, thank you for the question. I hope we answered it well.
Yeah.
And if not, then just give us feedback because we love it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be
by the
too
way,
long.
Why I'm wearing this, I've got a skin disease. No contagious or something, but if you wonder why I look like Michael Jackson, that's why.
Oh, damn, I wanted to do... All right, we are wrapping it up, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe.
Subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.